welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to take the fuel tank out of the Maverick, and I'm going to do a lot of little stuff today with last minute wiring, and I'm going to start getting the rear end ready to come out and get the Mountaineer jacked up to pull the rear end out of that. So this video is going to be kind of all over the place, but we're going to start off with taking the fuel pump out of the Maverick and then go from there. So it's hot already, so I'm about to get these fans going in the shop, and hopefully it doesn't get too hot to where I have to stop working. But let's get started. Okay, so where I left off at with the fuel tank, I think I was telling you guys that this rubber seal was kind of hard to find, so I didn't want to break it. I was able to find the seal, so apparently it's not too hard to find. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get this off. I'm still going to try to save it, but if I get into any issues, I'll go ahead and cut it if I had to. So let me go ahead and clear this stuff out so I can try to get this tank lifted up out of here. Okay, so got the tank lifted out. Got it over here on the floor. And I'm just gonna shine a light down in it just to see how the condition of it look on the inside. It looks pretty good on the outside, and just like I said, the bottom was looking kind of suspect. So let's get a light shined in there so I can see how it looks. I don't know if you can see down in there. See if I can get some light in there. It doesn't look terrible. I do see some rust spots in it, so I'm not sure if the bottom of the tank actually looks good or not. So I'm gonna take it outside and poke around on it a little bit just to see. Okay, so like I showed you before, there's two major holes. I just pulled that one open a little bit to see if I can see on the inside, and then you got the one right here in this corner. So I don't feel comfortable with putting this back in there, so I'm just gonna go ahead and order a new tank. This one I think is done. So, and I can see straight through that one. And just like I said, you got a hole over here. At this time, I just don't think it's worth it. So, all right, well, got that decision out of the way, so let's continue on. Okay, so I got the trunk cleaned out. I think what I'm gonna do is paint it, get it all cleaned out and paint it before I put the fuel tank in. So the trunk is in really good shape. Just like I said, there's hardly any rust in here, and the rust that is in here is surface rust. So the trunk area is in really good shape. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this painted and stuff before I drop the tank back down in it. Okay, so what I'm getting ready to do now is I'm walking over to the Mountaineer. This thing got weeds all around it, so I don't want to encounter no snake. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the Mountaineer out and flip it around and jack it up so I can get the rear end out. So I don't know if I'm gonna get the rear end out, but I just want it jacked up so that I can actually start doing it. So the goal today is just to get the tractor that's sitting up there to pull this thing forward, spin it around, jack it up so that the back end is out here and I don't have to go back there to try to get the rear end out. So that's what we're gonna do right now. The rear end and the drive shaft, which is on the inside of the truck now, are the only things I need out of this car. Everything else I already have, so it would be ready to go to get junked after this. All right, got the Mountaineer jacked up. See, I got enough room to take everything out. Nothing is severely rusted, so don't have to worry about spraying anything, any WD-40 or anything on it or letting it soak. So that's a good thing. It's hot out here now, so I'm not gonna take it out yet. It's gonna be an early morning project. Okay, so back to the Maverick. What I'm gonna do now is figure out, before I actually push this car out to pressure wash the trunk, I'm gonna go ahead and figure out the rest of the fittings that I need for the to run the fuel line from the fuel pump up to the filter. See if that's exactly where I want to keep the filter at, and go ahead and see what all fittings I need for that, so I can go ahead and get the fuel tank and the fittings ordered. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is gonna be extra work. I'm gonna put the tire back on the Maverick, take it off of the jacks, and I think I'm gonna push it outside and pressure wash the trunk. I'm gonna pressure wash the trunk, get it nice and clean, and then I'll paint it. I think it's worth pressure washing, the effort or the time that it takes to pressure wash it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I got the trunk cleaned out. I'm just letting it dry out now. As you can see, the trunk is in really good condition. I'm gonna paint it once it dries out. So I just had to pull the car out of the shop, and now I'm cleaning up the shop where it was. Just give me a cleaner workspace. But just to look at the car out here in the light. It's coming together. All right, so the trunk is clean and all dried out. I just got to get the spray paint to spray it, and I'm not going to do that in this video. I have to go buy the paint, and that'll be something I can work on some other day. So clean out the shop where the car was. So I'm about to push the car back in the shop and get it jacked up. All right, just like that, the Maverick is back in the shop. I got it jacked up on all fours. I'm gonna go ahead and get the wheels off. Most of my work from here is gonna be up underneath the car, so that's why I got it up on all fours. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the wheels off to give me more room to do what I have to do. So let me go ahead and take the wheels off. Okay, so Maverick is jacked up. I got all the tires off of it now. Just like I said before, all my work is gonna be done up underneath the car now. So there's nothing I need to do inside of the engine bay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wrap up the video here. Just like I said, it's extremely hot out here, and I'm waiting for parts to come in anyway. So I'll come back to the video. I'll start recording another day when I get the parts in. Also, when I get the paint in for the trunk, I can go ahead and spray that. And my next video may be me pulling the rear end out of the Mountaineer. I don't know just yet, but I'm gonna try to get that done, so I can at least start on that and finish up the major parts of it. So there's a lot of little things that I still need to do to this car, but I'm okay with the little things. I just need to get all the major stuff knocked out. So all right, let me go ahead and close this video out. The Maverick videos are going to be long, and the last two videos that you just saw are a little bit on the shorter side. So I'm waiting on parts, and again, I'm just going to go ahead and do what I need to do and get it recorded, because it's hot and I need to knock out as much work I need to do in the morning time. So what I'm going to do in the next video, like I said before, I may record taking the rear end out of the Mountaineer, or may not. It just depends on when I can do it. So for now, you see the Maverick sitting here. I'm still going to be trying to track down some seats for it to kind of work on the inside, and it's coming to a close. So still got a lot of stuff to do. Just like I said before, I'm going to knock out all the major stuff, and everything else should be smaller things that can be taken care of rather quickly. So thanks for watching. Click on that subscribe button if you haven't. Click that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.